Hey guys, how's it going? Heather Lind from Wholey Fit here. Got your Wholey Fit Daily Sweat. Just going to share it with some groups, so it'll just take me a couple minutes to set up. So if you're watching the replay of this, go ahead and fast forward to the good stuff because this part's a little bit boring. So make sure that if you're going to do the warm-up or the workout that you do the warm-up as well. Don't skip out on that warm-up, as tempting as it is. I know there's some days where I just want to not do the warm-up, but then I remember injuries and I do the warm-up. So just gotta share this. I'm just coming off an injury, so that was kind of a nice little reminder of what can happen. I'm pretty sure it was bad form and heavy weights that were a little bit too heavy that caused the injury. So you always have to be careful. You always have to be thinking, and especially as we're getting a little bit older, our bodies don't bounce back quite as quickly as they used to. I remember in my 20s, I'd get an injury, be like, whatever. And I'd just keep going on with my stuff, and that wasn't really a big deal. And eventually the injury would disappear and everything was fine. And then one day I did something to my back, and I was just kind of ignoring it, going about my thing, and I ended up injuring it really bad. And that was my first experience with an injury that was a little more serious. So that kind of got me thinking a little bit more about taking care of myself better. It's all good. One thing about injuries, though, I have to say, I learn something new from every injury I ever get. So whether it's better posture, better form, I do learn something. So, you know, you got to see the bright side of things, and that's something that I do. Here we go. And I think that's all that I want to share with, so we can get started. So you're going to warm up before this workout. It's called a ladder workout. So you got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, you got 5 exercises. You're going to start with 10 reps of each, and then 9, and then 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So depending on how quickly you get through it, will determine how long this workout actually is. But don't rush through it. Don't sacrifice your forms to get through it more quickly. If anything, you can always not finish the entire workout. I would much rather see people do things with proper form and then shorten the workout than get through the entire workout with crappy form, because again, injuries. So I'm going to assume that you're all warmed up and you're ready to go. I'm going to show you the exercises. So the first one is push-ups. You're going to start with 10 push-ups, and your push-ups, you can do them from your toes. Make sure your hands are in line with your chest. You're pressing through the palms, your abs are nice and tight, your shoulders are away from your ears. You can do these with your knees on the ground if you like. So you do 10 of those. You're gonna stand up. You're gonna do 10 burpees. So high impact, plant, jump, jump, jump. Make sure you're landing softly. Low impact, plant, walk, walk, stand tall. All right, so 10 of those. 10 reverse lunges. So pick a leg. You're gonna go for 10 on one side. Once you've done your 10, you do 10 on the other side. So remember, you guys, with your lunges, you gotta step back nice and far so that that front knee is tracking over the ankle. It's not going over the toes. You're not feeling anything in the knee. You're squeezing your butt really tight as you're pressing through the heel and coming up, okay? And of course, abs are tight. After that, you've got 10 frog jumps. So knees and toes are facing out. You're gonna come down. If you can touch the floor, awesome. There it is. Low impact, just come up on the toes. If the floor is a little too low, you don't have to touch the floor. And when you are touching the floor, you guys, squat down to touch the floor. So this as opposed to this, okay? Don't bend forward from the hips. Drop your hips to touch the floor, okay? 10 of those. And then finally, 10 pike push-ups. So you're in a pike position, okay? Hands are a little wider than shoulder, and then you're gonna come down as low as you can, press back up. Okay, so this is great for the shoulders. Want it more intense, bring the feet in closer to the hands. A little too intense, bring the feet a little bit further out. So you do 10 of those. That was the first set. Then you're gonna do 9 of everything, and then 8, and then 7, and you keep going until you get down to 1. So take rests when you need to. If you start to fall apart with your form, you have to take a rest, okay? So definitely don't work through bad form. And if you don't get through all the sets, that's okay. Get through what you can, do what you can do well, challenge yourself, but don't push beyond what your body is ready for. And then when you're done, you just wanna kind of keep your feet moving a little bit, let your heart rate settle, and then you're gonna do your stretches. So grabbing an ankle to stretch out the quadricep, you're holding these 20 to 30 seconds at least. Hamstring stretch, sit the weight back into the heel of the bent supporting leg, or if you want to get them both at the same time, hinge from the hips, drop down, stretch out those hamstrings, go as low as you can, bend your knees if you need to. Then your glute stretch, crossing one leg over, sitting back. You could sit down on a chair and do the same thing. You get a really good stretch for those glutes. And then stretching through the upper back. And bring the arms up, take it to one side, over to the other side. Remember, 20 to 30 seconds minimum. I'm just showing these really quickly. Clasp your hands behind your back. Drop the shoulders down, open up the chest and the front of the shoulders. And that's it, that's your workout. Probably take you maybe 20 minutes to get through at the most, or like I said, if you start to fall apart, shorten that workout. All right guys, hope you enjoyed that. Have an awesome day.